Hi guys, today's video I'm going to show you how to upload multiple images with ReactJS and Node.js API. So let's get started. I want to show you very basic example so beginner can understand and start up. Okay, so let's get started from scratch. So let me go to my terminal and I'm going to create two separate application like React for frontend and Node.js for backend. So let me go and create first directory. So mkdir. Okay, and I will just call React multi images, okay, something like this, and let me go and go to that folder multi images, okay, and let me clear this folder, okay. And now first I'm going to create react.js application, so npm create, and you can see that with the vite configuration and react frontend folder name and dash template. Just hit enter and it is asking for which framework you are going to use. I'm going to use React, and then you can see that TypeScript I'm going to use, and now you can see they have created React frontend application over here. React frontend and npm install, so that will be install all the dependencies of React.js. So let's wait a moment. And you can see that they have installed all the npm dependencies. And now let me run the application npm run dev, okay. And you can see that our application is running on 5000 localhost. So just copy that port, okay, url, and just go to the browser, and you can see that there is a vite plus react.js application is running over here, okay. Now let me open this project to VS Code editor, okay. So let me go back and just code dot, and you can see that open our project to VS Code editor. You can see that React frontend application folder. If you click on it, there is all the directories, folders, files on for a React.js. You can see that by default it's running app.tsx file. You can see that. And here what we are going to do, I will create basic form with input where user can select multiple images, okay. So let me remove this entire code and I will call just form. Inside form I'm going to just add title like multiple images upload, okay. And then I will take one input and type will be file, and user can select the multiple, okay. And then I will take button for submit, so just I will call submit, and type will be submit as well, okay. Just save it, okay. And let me remove this entire code that I don't require, okay. Even app css as well, okay. Just save it. Let me go to browser and you can see that multiple images upload, but still not looks great, okay. So let me go here and remove this all, and I will go and just call form with the margin 50 pixel, okay. Just save it, okay. And if I go, there is a very clean and simple with white background multiple images upload, okay. And user can choose multiple images over here, okay. Now with input I'm going to define the variables and bind it. So let me go here and go, and just I'm going to create new variable over here call images, because we have a multiple, so that's why set images, and I will call use state, and by default that will be your array, okay. And I will define another variable that I want to take uploaded images. So after uploaded successfully, I want to show you the preview, so that's why uploaded images and set uploaded images, something like this. And same way use state, and by default that will be array as well, okay. And now let's bind with input, okay. So what I'm going to do on change and change images, okay. So I'm going to create new function over here, so just const handle images over here, and that will be e by default. And here what I'm going to do, just use set images function, and then we are going to define array, because we are going to choose, we can allow multiple images selection, okay. So what I'm going to do, just use array from, okay, and just it will take from t dot target files, okay, just like this. So when you change it, it will store into the images variable. Now let me bind with the form submit event. So just I will call on submit. I will create new submit method. Okay, so here I'm going to define another variable submit, and I will use a synchronize method because we are going to use file upload, so that's the reason. And just and here I'm going to first of all prevent default. After that, what I'm going to do, just I will check if images.length equal to 0, then it should be give the alert message like please select at least one image, something like this error message, and just I will return it. Okay, save it. Okay, and now let's see. Okay, it's not this, it will be okay, just save it. Okay, now let me go here, and if I click on submit, you can see that please select at least one image. If I choose images from the list, you can see that picture, and just open it. Let me choose another. Okay, so go to that and just thumbnail, and just I'm going to choose multiple. You can see that 2 files are selected, and if I click submit, there is nothing validation. Now what I need to do the next, I need to call the API. So using the call API, I want to install ReactJS to call the post request. So let me go here and install that. So let me go React front and npm install ReactJS. Okay, and this plugin will allow us to call the API request. Okay, so now let me go here and just I will call ReactJS.post, and here first argument I need to pass the URL. So we need to pass the URL, so we need to create Node.js application and create the API for sending the receiving the images and upload to the folder. Let me go to the terminal. So let me go here and just go back and let me clear, and I'm going to create new folder over here, mktr and Node.js backend. Okay, and you can see that right now we have a 2 folder. You can see Node for backend and React for frontend. So let me go to the Node backend and npm init-y, so initialize Node.js application, and now I'm going to install npm install express cores and multer. Okay, just hit enter. Multer for the file upload and cores to allow the other http request. Okay, just hit enter, and it is going to install express cores and multer package. Now it's done, and now let me go here to VS Code editor. Now we have a new folder called Node.js for backend. So you can see that. Now let me create new file over here, that's called server.js file. Okay, and in this file what I'm going to do, I will define one more variable express, and that will be required from express. Okay, same way I will define for multer, so just multer and paste it over here. Okay, same way I will also define for cores all the packages that we install and we can use it. And now I'm going to define the port, and port will be by default 8000. I'm going to add, and then I'm going to define new variable call app variable equal to express. And now let me start this port. Okay, so just node port, and you can see that that will be listen the port, and here I'm going to just call dollar. Okay, just save it. Okay, and now let's run this file. Okay, so let me go here and just let me clear this and node server.js, and you can see that server is running with localhost 8000, so that means this is working fine. Okay, now first of all what I'm going to do, I'm going to allow the cores, so just use cores. Okay, something like this, so that means it allows the ReactJS API request. Okay, so that's why. And now here I'm going to configure the storage disk, so just configure storage disk. Okay, and just let me create new variable called storage. Okay, and in this variable I am going to define multer dot disk storage. Okay, and here first argument I am going to define destination, so where it should be stored. Okay, so destination, and that will take argument, and that's argument is request file and cb. Okay, and just like this, and just I will use the cb function, and first argument will take null and the second argument will be take the what is the folder, okay, so where these images should go. So I'm going to create new folder over here, and that's called uploads. Okay, and let me note down that over here, uploads, okay, slash, okay, and second I'm going to add file name. So what should be the file name? Okay, same way it will take request file and cb, okay, and here I'm going to just say cb, first argument will take null, and then second argument what should be the file name. So I will define the unique file name. So if you want to do the unique file name, then you need to use the date colon now, okay, plus I will use the file original name, okay, just save it. So this means we have defined the storage over here, and now let me create new variable called upload, and I will use Multer again and define that storage over here, okay, just like this. Okay, now I'm going to create first API that like uploads API, okay, something like this, and just I will call post request, okay, so you need to fire the post request, okay, and then URL will be uploads, okay, and second argument we are going to pass upload dot array, okay, so that means because we have in array, so that means I will just write the array and I will take from the images key, okay. So let me go here, and you can see over here we haven't passed anything, but what I need to do, just in React application I'm going to define one variable that's called const form data equal to new, and I will use JavaScript form data, something like this, okay. And then what I'm going to do, because we have a list of images, so that's I need to put in form data. So images dot for each, okay, and inside that I will get images one by one, and I will append to the form data, okay, so just like this. And you can see over here we are getting the images key, so just copy that, paste it over here, and img, okay. So just now I need to pass this form data, so our Node.js application will read images and then it will be stored. So let me go and just I will start request and response, okay. First of all I'm going to check if there is no file, no request.files, or maybe request.files dot length equal to 0. That means something is wrong. So what I'm going to do, just return response, and status code will be 500, okay, so just like this. And JSON I'm going to pass, and that will be error key and like file like images upload fail, something like this, okay, if anything goes wrong. But everything is fine, then what I'm going to do, I will just create new variable called paths, okay, and then here I'm going to call request dot files dot map, and inside the map I'm going to get the file, okay, and then here I'm going to add the path of the file uploaded. So just I will call uploaded folder slash, and I will give the file name like this, file name, okay. So that means we have an array of paths, and that I'm going to just return as a JSON, okay, so like this, just save it, okay. And now let me go, so this is our API is ready. Now let me go to the app, okay, again, and here I'm going to pass localhost 8000, just copy that and restart the Node.js server, just paste it over here, okay. And the second argument I will pass the form data like all the images, and then third argument I need to pass the headers like this, headers, okay, and that will be content type will be multi-part form data, okay. Like this, okay. So everything is fine, rest of all, and you can see that I'm going to store this into one variable that's called response, Okay, and I want to just wait until that process is not done. Okay, so just I will call a wait, okay, like this, and our API is, you can see over here, that's uploads. So just copy that and slash like this. Okay, and now let me go and just I will console.log and let's see the response what we are getting. Okay, response.data, just save it, and now let me go here in our application. Okay, and keep open the inspect element. Okay, and just refresh it, and I'm going to choose these two. Okay, and just open it and click on submit. You can see that now I have a paths, and with the two array you can see that path you can see over here. And now let me go here to VS Code editor uploads. You can see that there is a two images are there. So that means our images are uploading perfectly fine using the API and also returning the path. So after done, what I need to do, just I will call like set uploaded images like res.data.paths. Okay, and then set images will be again empty. Okay, I also want to show you the preview, so that's the reason I just need to go and see like this uploaded images. If there is upload images, then I need to just show this div. Okay, like adds 3 and uploaded images. Okay, and then here what I'm going to do, just I will call uploaded images.map. Okay, and I will get the path one by one. Okay, like this. And here I'm going to just say images, and here I will again copy the URL. Okay, and just paste it over here, and I will do this so I can concat it properly. So just $path. Okay, perfect. And I'm going to set the width as well. So width will be like 200 pixel for now, so that way it's not going to like show the bigger image. Okay, just save it and let's see. Okay, so now let me go here, refresh it. Okay, and if I go, you can see that I can see uploaded images. So maybe I just need to do like length should be greater than 0, something like that. I think will work. Yeah, so go here and just two images and just open it, click on submit. You can see that there is it's run, but there is no displaying the image. Let me go here and see that it is going to print. Yeah, you can see that our images are printing over here, but it's not going to open. Just go here and just copy. You can see that I cannot access the uploads folder in Node.js. So that means that is something problem with Node.js application. So let me go back and go to the server.js. Here I just need to use app.use, and which directory, so it says uploads, like /uploads. Okay, uploads folder. Okay, and then it should be like express.static. Okay, and what is the folder, so just call upload, save it. So that means it's allowed to access the file. Just enter, and if I refresh it, you can see that I can access the folder files. Okay, so that folder, all the files. Okay, now let me go here and refresh it, and if I click on it and just choose any two and just open it, click on submit, you can see that now I have a two images uploaded and very basic preview. Okay, so you can understand how simply you can upload multiple images over here. And if you like this video, then please share with your friends, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. See you in the next video, guys.